what's up, guys? This is Thomas, aka Cods and Broads, and I'm here with my buddy Barty, who's got a pretty sick-ass story that he's going to tell us about, how he got out of a DUI and how his friend fucking punched him to get out of it. So
he didn't punch me.
He didn't punch you?
No, he didn't punch me.
Well, then
bless his soul, he didn't punch me.
I have no clue about this story then. So why don't you go ahead and set this up for us?
Well, I mean, long story short, this happened in San Marcos while I was in Texas State, and I had my roommate. His name was Bo. He's gonna be famous one day. He's the greatest country singer in the world, in my opinion. So, anyways, we're just hanging out. It's just one of those days, sitting in the apartment, doing nothing, probably just drinking, chilling. And I don't know. We were just kind of like, hey man, let's go to the bar. I got paid today. Like, bring one of your buddies. I'll give you all $100 each to go out. I was like, all right, fuck it. I was like, he's like, the only thing is if you have to drive. Usually I'm against that, but $100. Like,
yeah.
You're not gonna pass that up, especially on drinks.
Oh yeah,
not happening. So we were going out. We were jamming out. It was fun as hell. We got to the bar, so we were just hanging out. And so my buddy Bo, he starts hitting on this girl who was obviously with the guy, and he was just belligerent, just blackout, just hitting on her like nonstop. And I could tell the guy was pissed, but he wasn't gonna do shit. So I'll explain to you more on that one, where I kind of my train of thought went. So, anyways, we were getting drinks, getting toward the end of the night. It was last call. Got a couple more drinks, and we were heading out. We get in my car, and we start driving. And I know my buddy's like, dude, play some music. Let's blare it. So we started playing Interstate by Randy Rogers, and everyone was just singing at the top of their lungs, just blackout, like butchering every single line of the song, like hands down. Like it was probably the worst rendition of the song.
Yeah.
If I remember, I don't even know how I remember. But so anyways, we were driving around out of nowhere. I just see this, like I was looking at my rear view, and I just like see these lights. I'm like, holy shit, cops! There's like this little gas station on the way to back to my apartment, and we pull in there. It's abandoned. It's like 2:30, and I don't know where the cop comes out and just comes out, pulls us over, and he's like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I was like, obviously I didn't know. I fancy myself an amazing drunk driver. If not, probably I am always a triple D.
As good as you can be when you're drunk.
No, it's the best I can be. I'm like Dale Earnhardt Jr. when it comes to drunk driving. Like, I'm the shit. So
disclaimer: don't drunk drive. You're gonna die, and then you're gonna sue us, or your family is.
Unless you're really good like me, I'll put up some videos on how to drunk drive. So obviously I was plastered, but I was playing it off so good. The cop's like, do you know I pulled you over? I was like, I don't know. He goes, well, you were speeding, which is, I'm pretty sure, like, if you get caught speeding, like, that's not a really big, like, drunk driving. When you drunk drive, don't you usually try to go slow?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess
but you're fucking Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just flooring it. I was hugging corners. You don't even like. I drove a Corolla at the time, so I was a frat rolla, and no, like I felt so bad for that car. I tortured that thing. So I'll lead into another story about that car at some other time. But anyways, you were driving, pulls us over. He was like, "No, I pulled you over. You're speeding." I was like, "Okay, fuck. Like, maybe that'll kind of make it a giveaway that I'm not drunk." So everything's going fine. He pulls me out and he goes puts his flashlight in the back seat, and he goes like, "Hey, can you hand me that beer that's in the back?" It was open. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, that's when I was like, my life flashed before my eyes. I was like, "There's no way I'm getting out of this. I am so screwed." And the cop goes, "Go empty out that beer for me." So I empty it out, and he goes like, "Hey, is your buddy all right?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he like hands me his flashlight. I pointed in the back, and my roommate was just bloody. His whole face was just like,
what the fuck?
Like, yeah, like he looked like he got beat the fuck up. Like, it was bad. Like, I was sitting there like, what the fuck? I was with him the whole time. He goes, "Yeah, dude, I got jumped in the parking lot on the way to the car." I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, I believed him. Like, I didn't know because he was beat the fuck up." So I was like, okay, like, what he's saying is true. And he plays it off, and the cop's like, "Do you want to go back and press charges?" And my roommate goes, "Can I?" And he goes, "Can I pee?" The officer's like, "No, you can't pee." He's like, "Well, I'm not going to tell you more unless you let me pee." And I'm sitting there like, "Bro, shut the fuck up. Like, give him an answer." So that went on for like 5 minutes, and my roommate just being a complete dick to this cop. And so anyways, like, "Do you want to press charges or not?" And he puts me, and he's like, "I don't even know. Unless let me go pee, I'm not going to say anything." So the cop pulls me over to the side and he goes like, hey, you know, what do you want to do? So on and so forth. And he's like, okay, well, I was like, I want to press charges. I want to get this fucker. I was amped because like I didn't know I thought he got jumped. So I was like, let's go fuck this guy up. So he's like, can you drive back to the bar and like, you know, if we point him out and like, you know, we'll catch him. So I was like, yeah, let's go. I drove back to the bar. Still keep in mind that I was blackout drunk. Like I was fucked up. And we drive back to the bar and then he goes up to my room and goes like, what does this guy look? He's like, he's got a green shirt, kind of like not too tall, and wearing jeans. So like, okay, we look for this guy. We get the manager of the bar involved, and he's all like, no, we don't find anything. Like we never saw this guy, so on. And my roommate goes like, no, we're gonna find him. We're gonna find him. And my pledge brother was with me. And my buddy Scott is my pledge brother, and he just leaves. Like as we're walking into the bar to look for this guy, he sits in there and he's like, the thing about Scott, he has like multiple DWIs. Like he has warrants for his arrest. Like he fucks shit up. So he like leaves, and then he comes back. and I see him sitting in my car, and I was like, dude, I left. And I was like, well, why are you here? He's like, because I didn't want it to look sketchy, like that I just randomly flat out left. And he's like, and on top of that, I feel like it'd be worse. Like, all right, yeah, good call. So we left, and then we didn't find the guy, and then he goes, well, like, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to keep looking for him? Like, no, like, we'll just go home. He's drunk. We'll call it a night, and when he sobers up tomorrow, we'll do something else, and you know, we'll figure it out from there. Go back home. It was just complete silence. Like, what the actual fuck just happened? Like, it was crazy. And we all go to sleep. My buddy Scott goes home. My buddy Bo, my roommate, goes to his bed. Wake up, go to sleep. We wake up the next morning, and his whole face is just beat the fuck up. Like he woke up and he looked like a predator. Like his face was swollen. And I'm like, asking him, like, dude, did you like what the fuck? Like, we were talking about like you got jumped and shit, and he goes, no, dude, I didn't get jumped. I was like, wait, what? Like, no, dude, I beat the fuck out of myself. Like in the back seat whenever you said cops. I was like, you're kidding. He goes, yeah, dude, like, you're my bro. Like, I don't want you to get any trouble for that stuff. So that's how you know how your friends are. If your friend ever beats the shit out of himself in the back seat to get you out of the DWI, like, keep him around.
Dude, that's the ultimate sacrifice thing.
Right?
Like,
he went to work. He works at Pluckers with these hot-ass girls, and he went to work the next day.
I bet he told them some story, like some guy was hitting like this girl, and he beats the fuck out of him, and then his friends jump him. Like, that's what I'd do.
The thing about him, he's such a, he's like a country boy, so he's like, I don't think he's ever told a lie. Yeah. So he probably legit told us yeah, I wanted to get my roommate. I think that's a little better for girls I helped my roommate out and beat the shit out of myself so he wouldn't go to jail.
Yeah, now you have to have sex with me. Look at my face.
I mean, it was one of those crazy stories. Like, whatever you do, don't drink and drive. It's not worth. Okay, it's worth it if you get $100 free. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and if you get your roommate to beat the fuck out of himself and make a friend with a cop,
that's worth $100.
Yeah,
honestly, $100, free drinks, got to deal with the cop, and I saw my roommate beat the fuck out of himself. In all honesty, that was probably a good night, from what I remember.
So that's about it for this story. You know, if you liked it, be sure to drop us a like and be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna have Barty on here a lot more.
Yes, I will. I'll be here.
So my name's Thomas, and I'll see you guys later.
Take it easy, y'all.